Welcome back to Livie's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel, and I'm your host, Fam the Fabulous. For more ideas, inspiration, swaps, and challenges, click the link in the description below to join our craft community, the Maker Exchange, on Facebook. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, all my artists, creatives, crafters, and makers. Welcome back to the Lovely Lab, and welcome to a new index card art word prompt. Now today's word prompt is the word strength. And strength is defined as the quality or state of being physically strong. It's also defined as the capacity of an object or substance to withstand great force or pressure. And so this week's art will be inspired by the latter of those two. The first thing that came to mind for me was the word woman. Okay, now before you pull out your index card and paints, glues, papers, and whatever else you're going to use to create this art that we're working on today, let's take a moment to think about what the word means to us and let that be the thing that inspires our art. All right? See you on the other side. So as I stated earlier, the first word that came to mind to me when I saw the word strength on our list of word prompts, that is woman. And, you know, contrary to the thoughts, ideas, and ways that the world may view us as, creatures out here, oftentimes thought of as being the weaker of the two sexes, male and female, fragile, easily broken. I beg to differ. I have seen women who have accomplished so much under extreme pressure, under circumstances that, most men would cave under, quite frankly. And all while juggling tasks of being a caretaker or a mother or a wife, trying to ensure that the village is together, that the community and the family is together. We have built businesses and chartered to the moon. What haven't we done when we've been determined and have faith and a belief in ourselves, right? So I can go on and on and on all day about how I view myself as a woman, okay, in this world. But I think you guys get the point. So I'm going to just show you a couple of things that I pulled so that I can use. Now, I pulled this card stock. I normally pull from my scraps, but, considering the fact that we are the inspiration is of a woman, I thought it was only fitting that I pull out the newest, the finest. It's not really the finest, but you get what I'm saying, to help bring my message across. So that is, in fact, what I'm going to be using. I'm going to use this part of this and a little bit of this. And I looked at the circles. I felt like the circles represents balance and continuity. And that's kind of what women bring to the world. So I'm going to use these papers, these stamps. This is the stamp that I'll be using to symbolize a woman and Mother Earth. I believe I'll be using this one. And I'll be using a few pieces of ephemera here and possibly some Tim Holtz ephemera and some handmade ephemera that I've received in Happy Mail. So the rest is going to get put to music so I don't bore you with all of my background noise and going slow. So I'm going to speed it up a little bit. So grab your tools, grab your supplies, grab your scraps, come on back, and let's get this crafting going, and let's dive into this new word prompt, all right? Now, normally I would craft on through to the end and then come back and show you what I did, as if you didn't already see it. But I'm going to do things a little bit different. Let me show you the elements that I pulled out. And I pulled them out for a reason. I just went through, I wanted to find some ephemera that I felt was kind of fitting for my thoughts, as it pertains to this word prompt. And so, I've got a number of... I know the ones I'm definitely going to use. So I pulled out the word merchandise. Okay. Because oftentimes in this society, that is how we are treated. Not as much as we used to, but from time to time, that still rears its ugly head. That whole product and women belonging to somebody mentality. All right. Sales price, 16 cents, 25 cents. And I'm putting these in here because we truly are not ever going to be, in my opinion, valued exactly for what we contribute to the world, and to our families and society and the community. Oftentimes there's a wage disparity between men and women. Women will do the same job as a man will do, and she ain't bringing home the same pay. So that is what I wanted to bring forth in this. And I know I'm sounding a little bit like what do you want to call it? A feminist, but I don't even know what that word truly means. So I don't even know if it's applicable. Nevertheless, but this is what I've wanted to add to that. The diamonds. That strong material that is formed under pressure. So although, we may not be valued at the top of the pay scale, and, the things that we bring to the table are often overlooked, and there's really no price that goes along with it. Our worth is higher than rubies and diamonds, if you ask me. So anyways, I just wanted to bring that to you. And I also like this one. It says cotillion party because, despite how much of a man's world we live in and how often we end up doing the things that they do in order to, to complete our families and homes and, bring home the bacon and fry it up in the pan, all that other stuff. We're still women. We like, there's parts of our femininity that we like to bring to the forefront. And that's kind of why I wanted to use the dress form because, we are not built like a man, but the strength that we have, I believe, it far exceeds that of a man. So let me get off my soapbox and let me get on back to crafting. All right, so we have finished this week's index card art word prompt strength. And now if you're still watching and you are not currently a member of this creative family, this creative community here in the Lovely Lab, I'm going to go ahead and encourage you to hit the subscribe button along with the notification bell so you don't miss any of the additional uploads. And I'm also going to put a card up in the corner so that you can go back to the playlist and start from day one. You might want to gather some of those word prompts and get busy creating your own mini art collection. And for those who are currently subscribers and have been following along on this journey for however long you have, I just want to thank you for continuing to support, for coming back, for dropping your comments, for liking, for sharing. There's a number of you who never miss an opportunity to share a good word on whatever I create. And they're always kind words, I will say. So I thank you once again. Now, let me move on and let you know what I used to create this. So I used the Lost and Found dress form from the stamp set Pretty by My Mind's Eye. I used the Tim Holtz Stampers Anonymous clean stamp, and I used it for the world stamp, and I'm going to show you where that's at. It's very faint. It's right there, as it should be, faint. And then I used the Kelly Creates to the new bouncy lettering to create the word woman. And for the papers, I used the Vicky Booten Mixed Media card making paper pad. Although this is clearly not a card, it's an index card though. And then the Heidi Swap paper pad. Let's see if it has a word. Favorite Things. Okay. And then last but not least, I used the Stabilo Aqua Reliable. It's like a water-based, crayon pencil. And I went around the word strength to make it pop up off the page. And then you see here those Tim Holtz elements, ephemera, and then the flat back faceted glass hearts right there. So I'm going to give you another close-up. You guys can see it in all its glory. And there you have it. I hope this has inspired you guys to pull out your index cards, pull out those prompts, and get busy making your own mini art collection so that you can share it at the end of the year. You can display it throughout the week, or you can just collect it and feel good about what you've created. Now, I also meant to add this little butterfly here is from our good friend over in the Maker Exchange. It's something I received from Happy Mail. And I'm just blessed to continue to have such creative friends that we swap, and Happy Mail and racks I received, and it's an amazing community. Now, with that being said, until we are back together here on Patreon and YouTube, my friends, stay encouraged, stay blessed, stay creative and crafting. Bye for now. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe to join the crafty community, and be sure to click the bell for notifications of new uploads. Thank you so much for watching. Now stay tuned for more from Livie's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel. Bye for now.